Was I the only person who liked this record? I think I've heard it on AOL radio, and that was it. Was not played on FM radio that I know of. This was one fantastic record. It was danceable ska, big band, had that swing sound to it. Into Action by Tim Armstrong at number 16, up 9 from 25. I showed love on this for this record on my fantasy playlist. July 15, 2007. I just absolutely just went bonkers over this record. Into Action, one of the most original sounding records of the 2000s. Now, I did some research on Tim Armstrong. Didn't know he was in Rancid. Remember the group Rancid back in the 90s? And before that, he was in another band. He was in several bands, had his own record label, started a record label, I believe, called Hellcat. But before Rancid, he was in a band called Operation Ivy. That was a ska band. And get this, early 2000s, he was in a band called the Transplants, along with Rob Austin and Travis Barker. And I remember the song they came out with in 2003 called Diamonds and Guns. Flipped over that record too. Didn't know Tim Armstrong was that in that band. Now Transplant was kind of an alternative slash hip hop band. And Diamonds and Guns back in the summer, late spring, summer 2003. That was a very electric sounding record. Threw that on my fantasy playlist. Just listened to another song by them I never heard of before, but I loved it, called What I Can't Describe. It's from the Transplant second CD called Haunted City. That came out 2005. What I Can't Describe. Classic. Got that classic soul sound. A smooth, easy going soul sound. Got the hip hop going in the record, got a little bit edge to it, and of course the alternative edge on that record too. 2007, Tim Armstrong released a solo album called A Poet's Life. Into Action came from that album. He was backed up by a reggae band called the Agrolites. The album went to number 59 on Billboard, top 200 charts. And the song Into Action was played on an XM radio station, a commercial-free XM radio station. It's not on there anymore on XM, but Fungus 53 on XM radio is huge on Fungus 53. Fungus Channel 53 on XM specialized in playing punk and ska and alternative music. It was a big hit on that station, but I didn't have XM radio back in 2007, but I heard it on AOL radio, probably on their alternative station. But like I said before, this perfect dance. You can swing. You can swing on this record. Swing dance on this record. Maybe do the stanky leg. It's just this great swing record, ska. Well, it's fun. It's a load of fun, this record. Into Action by Tim Armstrong at number 16 on my fantasy playlist of, oh, by the way, did I mention on the Transplants, one other thing on the Transplants, going back to the Transplants, Travis Barker of Blink 182 played drums with that group, Transplants. Well, let's get back to this record. Into Action by Tim Armstrong at number 16 on my fantasy playlist, July 15th, 2007.